welterweight championship showdown between Leon Edwards and Rafael dos Anjos. Well, when history looks back at the body of work of this man, Rafael dos Anjos, not just one of the more accomplished Brazilian fighters of all time, maybe even a fringe Hall of Famer, still getting it done now in a second UFC division.
It's unbelievable that he is still able to be so successful after being here so long. I remember after he lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov, the next time you saw him, he was a different guy. From the Jason High fight to beating Vincent Henderson, Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis, winning the title and then defending against Donald Cerrone, you understood that he had made the necessary changes in order to become a UFC champion. He's still doing that in a new division at 170 pounds.
And most amazing for me is that this dude started 0-2 in the UFC back in 2008, had a must-win in 2009, and has gone on to become one of the better lightweights and welterweights of his era. Rafael dos Anjos finds himself in another massive spot here tonight. Well, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC, and if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive these into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxing, the high level, from everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, 13 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Rafael dos Anjos. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon "Rocky" Edwards.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
And with that touch of the gloves, we are underway.
Ready. Ready, fight.
All right, here we go with round one. You are paid to tell us what you think is going to happen as an analyst. We have a striker, we have a grappler. Doesn't always play out that way, but what are you expecting to see in this one?
I'm expecting the grappler to try and go and make contact with his opponent.
Right.
If he can make contact, he can drag this fight to the mat. I expect the striker to try and maintain range with his jab, with his kicks, to make this a stand-up affair. Look at how he drives his knee right into his opponent's midsection. Oh!
this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, he told you off the top he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Slips the punch nicely there. That is a stiff jab. Oh, collar tie.
Big punch in the clinch. Again, back into this position.
Sound defensively blocks the shot.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Under 2 minutes in the first round.
Dig and kick.
Oh, he gets the takedown. That could be big. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done.
Now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, here we go with the start of our second round. Leon Edwards and Rafael dos Anjos.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie, and they separate. Just misses with a left hook there. And he comes through with a big knee.
That knee hurt him. I mean, he's cutting them down the side with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bob. Useful strike there, the ground and pound on point tonight. Working off of his back here, looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's gonna stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hips, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Nowadays, you see guys just throwing little shots that don't really matter. Very few guys now are committed to ground and pound as they were in the past.
He's attacking armbar now.
Side control. Now he's in in no danger of a submission.
How about that? He's like, you go here, my arm's free, and now he's got plenty of room to operate here out of side control. Nicely done.
Job.
Single collar tie now. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Right hand punch in the clinch. Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
And maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Edwards gets hit with a kick. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Well, you know he's not done yet, but the numbers to this point, 62 total strikes have now landed for Rafael dos Anjos. And the connection rate pretty good, 55% to this point in the fight against Leon Edwards. Got the single collar tie. Nice job by Leon Edwards going to the kicking game now. Certainly earned the respect with his hands, now changes the level.
Full-on mixed martial arts.
Yeah. Over the top, this fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Oh, and he caught the kick. Wow! Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover. Nice hook lands. There are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage.
Good work from the top here by dos Anjos.
He's putting him in exactly the position he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Edwards. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. 45 seconds remain in the round. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC.
Nice kick.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, knee to the head. That never feels good. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
All right, here we go, fourth round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfect. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment.
Oh, a big knee! Wow!
Oh, big elbow.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Oh, that's a nice strike. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand. That one appeared to stun him. Gets up again here, but hurting.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, you don't want to be anywhere near his guillotine. This could be trouble.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
He might get a finish here.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or you turn in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Working on a guillotine.
He's attacking guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that previous round.
They both took some damage, but they both gave it. They both gave it.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Dos Anjos not having it.
Good body shot.
And now he's got the tie clinch. Dos Anjos gets the tie clinch here. Edwards' knee strike here is blocked.
Look at the turnover.
Oh! He's out!
He got him!
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched blood.
I mean, a competitive fight. That one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 11 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
All right, so a lot of people like the challenger tonight, but it goes to the champion. Congratulations to the still UFC welterweight king, and it's going to take a big effort, I would think, to dethrone this.